Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're embarking on an in-depth journey to explore the remarkable Xi'an Museum, the iconic Small Wild Goose Pagoda, and the remnants of a former Buddhist temple. Join me as we dive into the rich stories and the secrets these sites hold. The Xi'an Museum officially opened to the public on May 18, 2007, covering a total area of about 160,000 square meters. It consists of the Tang Small Wild Goose Pagoda, the Jianfu Temple Ancient Architectural Complex, and the museum. This unique architectural layout, integrating the museum, pagoda, temple, and garden, is unparalleled in the national museum community. In 2004, the Xi'an Museum was selected by enthusiastic citizens as one of the top 10 iconic buildings of the future in Xi'an. Jianfu Temple is a famous royal Buddhist temple within the ancient city of Chang'an in the Tang Dynasty. It was originally divided into two parts, the temple and the pagoda. Due to the turmoil at the end of the Tang Dynasty, the temple was destroyed, but the pagoda remained. Later generations rebuilt the temple on the foundation of the pagoda. The Jianfu Temple, a combination of pagoda and a temple, has undergone renovations and reconstructions throughout the ages. Its current layout is mostly from the Ming and the Qing dynasties, with the Small Wild Goose Pagoda being the only remaining Tang Dynasty structure. This is the famous Tang Dynasty Buddhist pagoda, the Small Wild Goose Pagoda. The pagoda originated in ancient India and is a structure for enshrining the Buddhist relics. The Small Wild Goose Pagoda is a typical example of early Chinese brick pagodas with multiple eaves. It has a relatively high number of stories and densely arranged eaves, with decorative elements such as angular teeth at the eaves base and semicircular arched windows on each level's north and south sides. The pagoda's shape gradually tapers from the bottom to the top. Below the fifth story, the pagoda tapers less, while above the sixth story, it tapers sharply, giving the pagoda a graceful and slender profile, resembling a poised and elegant young girl, tall, slender, and beautiful. The Small Wild Goose Pagoda has stood for over 1,300 years, enduring the rages of war and earthquakes. Historically, Xi'an has been prone to earthquakes, experiencing one roughly every 50 years. Despite this, the Small Wild Goose Pagoda, as a high-rise structure, has survived multiple destructive earthquakes, providing strong evidence of the advanced architectural skills of the Tang Dynasty. It has also left us with the mysterious theory of divine protection. To scientifically explain the theory of divine protection, archaeologists conducted exploratory drilling at the Small Wild Goose Pagoda and found that its foundation is hemispherical, with the pagoda sitting at the center. During earthquakes, the stress on the pagoda is evenly distributed due to its design, similar to the principle of a wibble-wobble toy. This is a scientific principle behind the Small Wild Goose Pagoda's ability to stand for centuries without falling. The builder of the Small Wild Goose Pagoda was monk Yijing. Yijing was famous in the Tang Dynasty, who aspired to follow in the footsteps of Xuanzang to India to obtain Buddhist scriptures. Setting off by sea, Yijing spent 25 years in India, visiting over 30 cities in his quest for knowledge. In 695 AD, Yijing returned back to China, bringing back over 400 Buddhist scriptures and more than 300 relics. He was the most accomplished monk in the field of Buddhism after Xuanzang. The morning bell chime of the Wild Goose Pagoda is one of the famous 8 scenic spots of Guangzhou. In the Qing Dynasty, the scholar Zhu Jiyi wrote a poem about the morning bell chime of the Wild Goose Pagoda, describing the scene as, at dawn, the frost breaks. The moon lingers over the vast wilderness. A faint dream is interrupted by the bell. The magnificent traces of history are boundless. The bell, known as the morning bell chime of the Wild Goose Pagoda, was cast in the 3rd year of the Ming Chang reign of Emperor Jinzong in 1192 AD, making it over 800 years old. Originally located in the Chongjiao Temple by the Wei River in Wugong County, it was later discovered during the Kangxi reign of the Qing Dynasty, when a village woman washing clothes by the river heard a loud sound while beating the clothes. The authorities then excavate the bell and move it to the Jianfu Temple. The bell is 3.55 meters tall, with a mouth diameter of 2.45 meters and weighs over 8,000 kilograms. It bears over 1,000 characters, with the first inscription reading, "Long live the Emperor. May his ministers serve for 1,000 autumns. May the country be peaceful, and may the Dharma wheel turn forever." In 1997, a replica of the bell, identical in form to the original, was made and hung for visitors to strike in celebration of the return of Hong Kong back to China. Okay, now let's take a look at the museum section. Opened to the public in 2007, the museum is not just a place for artifacts. It's an experience that brings together the past and the present. The exterior of the museum, adorned with the elegant lines and traditional motifs, sets the stage for what awaits inside. The Xi'an Museum features a vast collection of over 110,000 artifacts, including ancient pottery, bronzeware, gold and silver, paintings, and calligraphic works. This museum serves as a guardian of the cultural heritage of Xi'an and the broader history of China. As we step into the exhibition halls, one highlight that immediately captures my attention is the layout of Xi'an and the vicinity as the capitals of Zhou, Qin, Han, and the Tang Dynasties, which were the highlights of Xi'an in its history. What we see now is the model of Tang Dynasty's Chang'an city. It is based on the latest archaeological excavation reports and historical records. The model is scaled down to 1 of 1,500, allowing us to relive the magnificent scene of the Tang Dynasty's Chang'an city. The city was massive, covering an area of 84 square kilometers, making it the largest city in the world at the time. This was almost 7 times larger than the capital of Eastern Roman Empire and 1.4 times larger than Beijing during the Ming and the Qing dynasties. It was also 7.5 times larger than the area within the Xi'an city walls today. During the Zhou and the Qin periods, the Xi'an area was one of the most important bronze casting centers in ancient China. bronze was a great invention in human history, being a ternary alloy primarily composed of copper, tin, and lead. It was the earliest alloy in the history of metal casting in China and was called bronze because of its greenish color. For a period of time in Chinese history, various implements were extensively made of bronze, and historians refer to this period as the Bronze Age. During the Shang and Zhou periods, the most important affairs of the state were sacrifice and warfare. Sacrifice was for seeking good fortune, while warfare was for plundering more territory. The primary method of warfare in ancient times was chariot warfare, while infantry playing a secondary role on the battlefield. As a result, a large number of chariot and horses artifacts have been unearthed in Shaanxi. The artifacts in this display case are for chariot and horse artifacts. The gold and the silverware of the Tang Dynasty represents the highest level of craftsmanship in metalworking at that time, reflecting the development of the Silk Road and its strong support of the government, resulting in the Tang Dynasty gold and silverware reaching the highest level in the world at that time. The terracotta figurines in Xi'an Museum have a continuous history from the Han Dynasty to the Ming Dynasty. The terracotta figures from the Han Dynasty are relatively slim and mainly depict people from all walks of life, with lively and vivid images. In strong contrast to the Han Dynasty terracotta figurines is a group of Tang Dynasty court lady figurines in this display case. These Tang Dynasty figurines are charming, serene, and poised, showcasing the unique temperament of women in the Tang Dynasty. Tricolored flying horse, unearthed in 1966 at the Xi'an West Suburb Pharmaceutical Factory, stands at a height of 38 centimeters and is 52 centimeters long. Tang tricolor glazed ware is a type of lead-glazed pottery fired at high temperatures and then glazed at low temperatures. It features vibrant and varied colors, mainly using yellow, green, and white as the basic glaze colors, hence the name Tang tricolor. This horse, with all four hooves in the air, carries a young man of Hu ethnicity on its back. The youth's arms are outstretched as if controlling the galloping horse. The significance of this artifact lies not only in its artistic representation, but also in the departure from its conventional thinking by Asian craftsmen, resulting in this unique flying galloping shape, which exudes a strong artistic appeal. As the starting point of the Silk Road, Chang'an was the largest Asian capital in Chinese history, with a population estimated at 1 million, including tens of thousands of foreign residents who settled there permanently. These foreigners engaged in trade, tourism, diplomatic visits, learning, and even held official positions in the city. The presence of a large foreign population in the city indicate its openness and inclusivity. The prominent cheekbones, deep-set eyes, and large noses of the figures indicate their Hu ethnicity. The camel, a crucial mode of transportation and trade, is depicted carrying blue silk, white ivory, and bulging bags containing rich merchandise on this tricolor camel. The tomb guarding beasts are monstrous creatures that guard the tomb entrance and suppress evil. In the Tang Dynasty, the creatures' images combine the appearance of soldiers with robust, imposing figures. The Heavenly Kings were originally figures from Buddhist culture. But after being absorbed and adopted by full culture in China, they were specifically used for guarding tombs and warding off evils. The beasts have either a human face and animal body, or an animal face and body, both with fierce and ferocious expressions. These are a group of Ming Dynasty pottery figurines unearthed in 2000 from the burial of Zhu Guangzheng. They reflect the ceremonial procession of the nobility during the Ming Dynasty. The front row consists of painted figurines wearing felt hats, followed by ceremonial attendants holding poles and flags, then a pair of figurines leading horses, and finally a figurine playing music while riding a horse. Currently, there are only over 50 unearthed tombs containing Ming Dynasty pottery figurines in China, making this complete set of Ming Dynasty pottery figurines a rare find. Each site we visited today, from the former Buddhist temple to the Small Wild Goose Pagoda and the Xi'an Museum, offers unique insights into the past while serving as a bridge to the future. They remind us of our shared humanity and the stories that unite us across time and space. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey through Xi'an Museum. I hope you've enjoyed exploring these incredible sites as much as I have. If you found this exploration inspiring, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures into the heart of China and beyond. Until next time.